Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. And we are back with another video. And in today's video, I was actually really inspired by one of you guys, one of my subscribers, Chandler, who just recently picked up the fragrance that I want to talk about today. I said, you know, this is a fragrance that I think isn't talked about quite enough, doesn't really get the love that it deserves. So the fragrance that I'm talking about today is Mr. Burberry Indigo. I have a lot of thoughts on this fragrance. I like it quite a bit, so I'm excited to break this one down, kind of go over the bottle, longevity, performance, what it actually smells like, and why I think that it is so underrated, so overlooked in the fragrance community. So let's get into it. Really quickly, guys, I appreciate all the love and support. We are approaching 5,000 subscribers. We are so close. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here, or if you've been watching for a while and you have not subscribed yet. I would truly appreciate it to help us reach that 5K. Like this video, because what happens is that helps me get pushed out into the YouTube algorithm. More people will see this video. I'm so humbled by all the support you guys have shown me since day one, since video one on this channel. I love talking about fragrance and I love the feedback I get from you guys. So I'm looking forward to more videos in the future. This is just the beginning. So thank you guys for everything. I truly appreciate it. Now, when looking at the bottle of Mr. Burberry Indigo, you might think it's a bit tacky, and I would agree with that. I'm not crazy about the little bow tie here. I understand what they were going for, but for me, it is a tad bit tacky. Now, this is the smaller 50 ml bottle. There is a larger 100 ml also available, and as far as I know, they continue to make this one. It's not discontinued or anything, but you get a pretty heavy duty plastic cover here, plastic cap, and snaps nicely into place. I'm not too worried about holding it like this and having it fall, although I don't like to do that anyways. But let's check out the atomizer on here. Kind of pretty straight shots there. Not a terrible atomizer. But the scent. So this fragrance was actually perfumed by Francis Kurkdjian, who is best known for fragrances like the OG La Malle from Jean-Paul Gaultier, his very own from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Baccarat Rouge 540. So just renowned perfumer, master at what he does. And I want to say he did this entire line. This Mr. Burberry line is all him. This is my personal favorite from the line. The others are okay. This one I think is really unique, which is why, again, I think is really underrated. Now, I get a very herbal experience from this, and the name is apt. Indigo, the color indigo, is fitting to this fragrance because what I get from it is a lot of green and a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but more green than I do aquatics, but that aquatic vibe to this in the heart of the fragrance. Later in the dry down, the watery notes, the violet leaf, blended with some of those herbs, a very prominent mint up top, rosemary in here, sage, some tea. You have to like herbal fragrances, but it's so well done and it's so underrated. This for me is sort of a springtime go-to, but also on really hot days, this works well. I have told the story on the channel before where I first wore this when I first got this and added it to the collection, and I had worn it on a family trip. We did a camping trip, and I have scent memory now tied to the scent. So it just, for me, it's uplifting. It's, as I say, mood enhancing. It just makes you feel better and like you're ready to take on the day, which leads me to my next point with how versatile this scent is. Some people do compare this to Acqua di Gio's Profondo. It's one of the comparisons it draws, and I do understand that comparison. Where I think it is similar to Profondo is in the woods and how Profondo has a slight ambery touch to it, the aquatics, minus the salty mineralic addition in that scent. That, you know, it's very ocean rock, salty, aquatic. And that's pretty much what you get. I don't get herbs from that. I don't get any mint or greenness in that fragrance. So minus those things, yes, I can see the similarities, but I think this, again, really, really does a great job of just evoking a nice balance between a green fragrance and a blue aquatic. Spraying this on skin, up top, I get quite a bit of that mint blended with this lemon and grapefruit, some really nice citrus. One thing I will say is that the quality of this fragrance is surprising for the price point. I get really authentic, lush sort of smelling mint and sage and tea. And that is, personally, I like those in fragrances. I like those notes. I know some criticize this fragrance as being not the best performer. I get decent performance from this. Again, this is a fresh fragrance for me. So the expectation from a fresh fragrance, if I can get 6 hours from it, I'm happy. And I do get 6 hours from this, sometimes a little bit longer. It smells on clothes for even longer. So it could just be that, you know, that mint, right? If you like mint in fragrances, it doesn't last very long. It's maybe 20 minutes in the opening. It's incredible. It's really authentic smelling, like a muddled mixed drink, that type of mint. Very leafy, very lush green. And then later on, more of that tea, more of the sage and the violet, that comes out more. And it almost is a slight floral as well. And I know Hedione is a note in here. I would say this is a very masculine scent. You might not think masculinity when you're talking about some florals, a lot of herbs and citrus, but there is a little bit of woodiness. There's some Isoi Super in here, and again, some amber in the base that make this really masculine and versatile. Great for the office, great for a summer day out, spring day out, warm weather, but it will also work in the cooler weather. Now, it's not as ideal for the cooler weather, but because I think this is so uplifting, so vibrant, it's perfect for the spring and summer, but it has that versatility to it. So it's drawing again from that sort of profondo style fragrance that is super versatile. This falls into that category. So I can see them being similar in that way as well. Overall, I think for what you're paying here, and I think the line itself has drawn some just, it's okay, you know, nothing terrible, nothing outstanding. And I think Indigo specifically gets overlooked because of the perception of the line overall. I think the line Mr. Burberry was a bit disappointing for many. And by, you know, default, Indigo, it may be one that some have not even tried. Maybe they were just turned off by Mr. Burberry and just didn't even try Indigo. I know there are others, but I suggest definitely giving Indigo a try. I think it's one that you will be happy with if you are into herbal fragrances, versatile fragrances, masculine smelling aquatics. It's kind of perfect for spring and summer, and I definitely am going to have to buy another bottle soon. As far as I know, it is widely available. I will be sure to link it down below, and it even pops up at rack stores from time to time, although that might not be the best price you can get it. But again, I will try to find it as cheap as I can to link down below. Fantastic scent, Mr. Burberry Indigo. Definitely give this one a shot. That's all I have today, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what your personal experience is with Mr. Burberry Indigo. Whether you love it or hate it, I'd love to know. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.